Vincent van Gogh is a name that's known to many as one of the greatest painters of all time. He is famous for his use of bold colors and thick brushstrokes, which helped to define the post-impressionist style. However, there is much more to his story than just his artwork. In this video, we will take a closer look at the life of Vincent van Gogh, including some of the controversies surrounding his legacy. Vincent van Gogh was born in the Netherlands in 1853. He was the eldest son of a pastor, and he grew up in a religious household. Vincent was a serious and studious child, and he showed an early talent for drawing. However, his family did not encourage his artistic pursuits, and instead, they urged him to pursue a career in the church. After a failed attempt at becoming a pastor himself, Vincent decided to pursue his passion for art. He moved to Paris and began studying under some of the most influential artists of the time, including Henri de Toulouse-Lautrec and Edgar Degas. Vincent's time in Paris was transformative. He was exposed to new ideas and techniques, and his art began to evolve. He started experimenting with color, using bold and vibrant hues that were not commonly seen in traditional art. His work was controversial, and many people found it difficult to understand. Despite this, Vincent continued to work tirelessly, producing some of his most famous pieces during this time, including The Starry Night and Sunflowers. However, Vincent's mental health began to decline, and he suffered from severe depression and anxiety. He was committed to a mental institution after a particularly severe episode, and he spent the remainder of his life in and out of hospitals. One of the most famous and controversial events in Vincent van Gogh's life was when he cut off his ear. The incident occurred in December 1888 in Arles, France. Van Gogh was living with fellow artist Paul Gauguin, and the two had a tumultuous relationship. On the night of the incident, Van Gogh and Gauguin had a heated argument that ended with Van Gogh cutting off a portion of his left ear with a razor blade. The exact reason for his action remains unknown, although some believe it was due to a combination of mental health issues, relationship problems, and excessive alcohol consumption. Despite his struggles, Vincent continued to produce art until his death in 1890. He left behind a legacy that would go on to inspire generations of artists. However, there are still controversies surrounding Vincent van Gogh's legacy. Some art critics argue that his use of color was garish and excessive, while others believe that his mental illness influenced his work in a negative way. Nevertheless, Vincent van Gogh's impact on the art world cannot be denied. His work continues to inspire and move people to this day. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life of Vincent van Gogh. We hope that you've enjoyed learning more about this legendary artist.